Hello everybody, my name is Yyanthire, and let me tell you about my new project you can play right now, Nightmare Alive. Nightmare Alive is a third-person momentum shooter. You can fly around in 3D space and engage in fast-paced combat with a wide variety of weapons. Game mode is an endless team deathmatch. While developing Fragment's Moonrise, I was interested in taking on a side project. Development of Nightmare Alive has been a very short endeavor, only 6 months to get to this stage. For years now, I've had a concept for a space-based shooter game. That game was realized as another project I'll be working on later this year, known as Faceless Armada. While Faceless Armada was designed to be a single-player game, I've always had the idea of a multiplayer component to the game, and thus Nightmare Alive was conceptualized and now realized. Nightmare Alive is a free-to-play game available exclusively on Roblox for the PC. I'll talk a little bit more about why I chose Roblox in a bit. I don't currently have any plans for controller or mobile support at this time, but if it gets requested enough, I can certainly look into it. Yes, this is the version 1.0 release of the game. Given the short development time frame for the game, I decided to skip past any sort of beta or demo and head directly into finishing all of the core features I wanted for the game. Movement. You can freely move in 3D space. This means WASD moves you horizontally across the world, and by using Shift and Control you can ascend and descend. Momentum. This wouldn't be known as a momentum shooter without some way to increase your speed. Any movement action you do increases the percent bar at the bottom of the screen, and this translates directly into a bonus in movement speed. Combat. This is a third-person shooter where pressing left mouse button fires your primary weapon and pressing right mouse button fires your secondary fire module. Heat. As you fire weapons, they build up heat. You can press R to begin a reload of the weapon, and if you time it correctly, pressing R again while the bar is filled up at a specific point will instantly cool off your weapon. Else, if you fire too much, your weapon overheats and you have to wait for it to cool off. Energy. Various tools utilize energy. At base level, holding space increases your move speed at the cost of some energy. Some secondary fire modules consume energy, such as the Grappling Hook and Dash. You have 10 different and unique weapons to choose from, and 5 different secondary fire modules to utilize. Assault Rifle, your core, fully automatic weapon. This has a high fire rate and can attack foes at a moderate range. What is unique about this weapon, and the majority of weapons in this game, is the fact that they don't employ ray casts, but instead utilize sphere casts. This makes it so you don't have to be 100% perfect to hit your target, and while tuning each weapon I tailored this value to fit accordingly. SMG, shorter ranged variant of the assault rifle with higher fire rate. If you hit your shots with this weapon, it is devastating. Pistol, a classic, fires as fast as you can press the trigger button. Shotgun, a semi-auto weapon that fires a spray of lasers, which is incredibly deadly up close. Drill. I wanted a melee weapon, but it wouldn't work too well with the pacing of this game. Instead, the drill was designed. Incredibly short-ranged, this is an instant kill if you get close enough to your opponent. Burst. A fun and unique weapon that fires a barrage of lasers and then overheats. If you time your reloads quick enough, you can get back into the fight incredibly fast. This weapon is essentially a one-shot at moderate range. Launcher. Now we're getting into the projectile weapons. The launcher fires an orb of energy, and while that orb is flying through the air, you can click left mouse button again to manually detonate it. Wave. A projectile orb capable of moving through matter. Laser. Hold to charge up, then it fires a barrage of energy orbs that destroy anything they touch. Sniper Rifle. A classic and extremely high skill weapon capable of an instant kill if you can land your shot. This is the only weapon in the game that utilizes a raycast, so you need to be precise in your aim. Underbarrel Shotgun. A close-range shotgun useful for increasing your time to kill while up close. Dash. A burst of speed in the direction you're moving, very useful for engaging or disengaging a foe. Magnum. A unique weapon firing a powerful laser. If you hit your shot with this, it can drastically increase your time to kill. Grapple Beam. Probably the most fun secondary fire module to utilize. This lets you grapple onto asteroids for other players. Just click and hold right mouse button, and it will quickly drag you towards whatever you hit. Scope. Allows you to zoom in for precise shots, very useful on long-range weapons like the sniper rifle or even the laser. Friendly Fire. I love friendly fire in games, but this is the non-toxic variety. Shoot your friends to heal them for 1/4 damage. I have no idea if this is balanced or not. First off, why Roblox to begin with? I'm actually not an avid player of Roblox, and I've only been introduced to it via my friend Honestly Bad Player. I tried a few games, and they were fun, but what really intrigued me was the multiplayer engine. So what's so special about the Roblox engine? Development in it is a breeze, and you gain immediate access to a lot of useful resources, such as their servers. And deploying your game is instant. Sure, there's a lot of annoyances and issues, but when it comes to developing and deploying a fun multiplayer game, this one is hard to contend with. Why did I use the Roblox engine just to scrap all of the base features? I think the only features I've actually used are their servers and their player connection routines. Everything else is custom built. Character model, movement, shooting, changing weapons, all that. This engine is a tool that can be used to develop almost any kind of game you can think of, and if you want to toss out all of the base systems Roblox provides you with, you basically can and go full custom like I did. Yes, this game was originally planned to be a battle royale. Why? Because I felt it would have been the most fun way to play the game. So when I say battle royale, I'm not specifically referring to a game mode where you drop in, and then when you die, you're just forced to re-queue, and it becomes some sort of lobby simulator. I'm more referring to game modes such as Resurgence from Call of Duty Warzone, where instead of the re-queue aspect, you respawn after a timer. This makes everything way more fun and allows for gameplay to be way more hectic. So why did I scrap the BR mode? The answer is pretty simple. In order for a BR mode to work, you need players, and you need a full server of them. This is quite hard to achieve even in AAA produced titles, therefore I decided to stick to an endless Team Deathmatch mode, and focus primarily on making sure the core gameplay is as fun as possible. Would I like to eventually add a BR mode? Absolutely. If I'm able to achieve consistent full servers, I think this would be an excellent new feature to the game. Assault Rifle and Shotgun, coupled with either dash and grapple or double grapple. You can start to chip away at your opponent with your AR, then dash in or grapple in, and finish them off with the shotgun. You can also, if you want to play around with it, switch your shotgun's secondary fire module to the underbarrel shotgun, and this should greatly increase your time to kill. Assault Rifle and Burst is also an excellent combo. If you hit your burst, you'll get an instant kill, but if you don't and only chip away at their health, you'll be at a much higher advantage point, switching to your AR to finish them off. It's a good combo of highest skill, but a reliable method of finishing off your opponent at a medium distance. Then, of course, the sniper. Sniper duels are very fun and very hectic, and pulling off a long-range kill is extremely satisfying, given how fast everyone is moving. I hope this devlog has intrigued you enough to try the game out for yourself. Since it's a brand new multiplayer game from, well, an indie studio, there may or may not be players. If that's the case, definitely hit me up on Discord if you'd like to try the game. I'd be more than glad to show you it.